In our previous unit, we came to know that Srivarna uttered a blatant lie before the huge assembled people only to hide the mischief of Jhandu. He told that a certain nobleman of the area had taken away the cap of the honorable minister to keep it a sacred memento. But he knew, as he was already told by the narrator, that it was Jhandu who had taken away the cap of the honorable minister. Even then, he told a lie before the huge assembled people. At last came the moment of the minister's departure. At last, the time of his leaving from the village of Srimahana arrived. He was served with a glass of sweetened curd in his cabin. When the time of leaving of the honorable minister from the village of Srimahana arrived, he was served with a glass of sweetened curd in his cabin. While sipping it slowly, he said, in voice choked withcord and emotion, "Well, Maharana, ha ha, the way things are moving, ha ha, I am afraid, ha ha, people would start snatching away my clothes, ha ha, and ha ha, I may have to go about, ha ha, naked, ha ha ha, but I don't mind, ha ha ha, that is the price of love, ha ha ha." See, while sipping the glass of sweetened curds up to him, he said in a suffocating voice, with God and emotion, "Well, Maharana, ha ha, the things are moving the way, ha ha, I am afraid, ha ha, people would start snatching away my clothes, ha ha, and ha ha, I may have to go about, ha ha, naked, ha ha ha, but I don't mind, ha ha ha, that is the price of love, ha ha ha." He thought that he was loved and respected by the people of his own constituency. As he was told by Sri Mahana that his cape was taken away by a certain nobleman of the area to keep it a sacred memento. So he took the words of Sri Mahana granted and thought that he was loved and respected by the people of his own constituency. So he was not hesitating to be even robbed everything of his own. The minister finished his guard and came out to the rear veranda facing the pond and the grove to wash his face. The minister, after finishing the glass of sweetened curds up to him in his cabin, came out to the rear veranda. Rear veranda means backside veranda, facing the pond and the grove to wash his mouth. Why did the honorable minister come out to the rear veranda of the house? The honorable minister came out to the backside veranda of the house to wash his mouth. Sri Maharana followed him with water in a mug. When the honorable minister came to the rear veranda of the house, he was not alone. Rather, he was accompanied by Sri Maharana with water in a mug. There was nobody in the veranda except me. Except the narrator Manoj Das, nobody was present at the backside of the house. My presence was not accidental. The presence of the narrator was not accidental, as he wanted to be physically present to know more about the minister. A few minutes before, I had observed that the rascal Jhandu, playing with the minister's cape, was slowly approaching the veranda. A few minutes before, the narrator had observed that the rascal Jhandu, playing with the minister's cape, was slowly approaching the veranda. When the honorable minister came out to the rear veranda of the house to wash his mouth, it was found that Jhandu, the monkey, was slowly approaching towards the minister. Seldom had I wished for anything so ardently as I wished then for Jhandu to go unnoticed by the minister. Here ardently means strongly. In fact, the narrator Manoj Das wanted that Jhandu should not be seen by the minister. He wanted that Jhandu should be unnoticed by the minister. Seldom had the narrator wished for anything so strongly as he wished then for Jhandu to go unnoticed by the minister. He was a monkey not in a figurative sense. In a figurative sense means a non-literal sense. But a real monkey. Jhandu was a real little monkey. When he was an infant, his mother had taken shelter inside Simhana's house in order to save her male child from the usual wrath of his father. When Jhandu was an infant, his mother had taken shelter inside Simhana's house. Why did Mother Monkey take shelter inside Simhana's house when Jhandu was an infant? When Jhandu was an infant, his mother had taken shelter inside Simhana's house in order to save Jhandu from the usual anger of his father. Here, wrath means anger. Sri Maharana had not been at home when the mother monkey took shelter in Sri Maharana's house. Sri Maharana had not been at home, and his servants killed the mother monkey. Sri Maharana became extremely sad when Sri Maharana arrived and came to know that his servants had killed the mother monkey. He became very sad and did not eat for 1.5 days. And to compensate means pay for the loss, for the wrong done, nurtured the baby monkey. Christened it Jhandu. Christened means called the infant monkey Jhandu with great love and affection. Sri Maharana became extremely sad. Why did Sri Maharana become extremely sad? Sri Maharana became extremely sad because he came to know that his servants had killed the mother monkey. So in sadness, he did not eat for 1.5 days. And to pay for the loss, for the wrong done by his servants, he nurtured the baby monkey and called the baby monkey Jhandu with great love and affection. After Jhandu had grown up a little, he often escaped into the grove. Jhandu was not completely domesticated. After Jhandu had grown up a little, he often escaped into the grove that was at the backside of the house of Sri Maharana. He was half domesticated and half wild. He played with everybody, and everybody tolerated him. We children were extremely fond of him, and the children of Sri Maharana's village were extremely fond of Jhandu. Then, to my horror, I saw Jhandu rushing towards us from the other side of the pond. Then, to the horror or the fear of the narrator, as he saw Jhandu approaching towards the minister and Maharana from the other side of the pond. I made an effort to warn Sri Maharana, but in vain. When narrator found Jhandu coming towards the minister, he tried his best to inform about it to Sri Maharana, but it was of no use. Jhandu got there in twinkling of an eye. Jhandu reached near the minister very soon. He sat down between the minister and Sri Maharana. He put the cap once on his own head and then taking it off, offered it to the minister with a very genial gesture. Sitting in between the minister and Sri Maharana, he put the cap once on his own head. Thereafter, he took off the cap and offered the cap to the honorable minister with a very genial means friendly gesture. My heart had trembled when the narrator found the monkey Jhandu going towards the minister. His heart had trembled. He became scared as he did not want the monkey to be seen by the honorable minister. Looking at Simhana's face, I saw an extremely pitiable image, pale as death. And when the narrator found the face of Simhana, he took pity on him, as his face was pale as death. The surprised minister mumbled out, "Error, isn't this one the very cave taken away by the nobleman?" He identified his own cave and he asked in surprise, "Isn't this one the very cave taken away by the nobleman?" And something most fantastic came out of the dry lips of Simhana, who appeared to be on the verge of collapsing. And he said to the minister, "Yes, this is the nobleman who had taken away your cat." His eyes bulging out, swelling out, the minister managed to say, "What? What did you say? This is the nobleman who had taken away my cat?" Well, but Simhana was no longer in a position to say anything to the honorable minister. He broke into tears, he started crying, and next moment it was seen that both Simhana and the honorable minister of Fisheries and Fine Arts weeping too. The fierce voice was heard from the opposite veranda, "Sir, the jeep is ready." While the honorable minister Babu Virkishore and Simhana were weeping at the backside of the house, the fierce voice was heard from the opposite veranda, saying to the honorable minister, "Sir, the jeep is ready, now let us leave." And when the honorable minister heard his PA saying to him that the jeep was ready and they should leave, he gulped the mugful of water and walked towards the jeep. Simhana followed him. The honorable minister was followed by Simhana. Their reddened eyes and drawn faces means sorrowful faces, were interpreted as marks of sorrow of separation. Their eyes were reddened as they were weeping, and they were also sorrow as the truth was revealed. But except them, of course, it was also known to the narrator. Others did not know anything about the reality, and their reddened eyes and drawn faces were interpreted as marks of sorrow of separation. Sri Mahana's political endeavor means efforts, is not known to have gone any further. This incident of the missing of the minister's cave put a full stop in the efforts of Sri Mahana's entering into politics. So Sri Mahana's political endeavor is not known to have gone any further. And it is strange that the Honorable Minister Babu Virkishore, who was willing to be robbed, his clothes were soon completely forgotten in politics. He was also forgotten means the Honorable Minister of Fisheries and Fine Arts, Babu Virkishore, was also forgotten in politics. Nobody could remember him in politics again. Nobody could see him in politics again. So this event of the missing cave changed both the life of Sri Mahana and the Honorable Minister Babu Virkishore. I strongly feel that it was the episode here I refers to the narrator. Manoj Das strongly feels that it was this event of the cave that changed the course of the lives of Sri Mahana and the Honorable Minister of Fisheries and Fine Arts of our state, Babu Virkishore.